it's Heather here with HeatherBuckman.com. I just thought I would go live today because, it's just whatever. It's a beautiful Monday and why not? So if you're online, just, say hi and give some likes and comments below so I know you're here and joining me today. I just thought it would be a perfect day for a Motivation Monday. I wanted to share a couple tips and tricks today because, like we all need motivation, right? It's that daily grind and get back into it and what's going on and what do I need to do for my day. And today I wanted to talk about like personal development. You guys probably all know that I'm a reader. I love to read. I love to study. I feel like I'm always trying to learn something because like the world is huge, right? We gotta learn to grow, and whatever goal you're trying to go for, you want to get better at it, right? If you're trying to lose weight, you want to push your, you want to learn more about working out or maybe cooking, or you're reading cookbooks or anything, right? So you want to just keep learning. If you're trying to blog, you're probably reading about blogging. If you're trying to build a business, you're probably building about a business. But I think it's Motivation Monday, and I wanted to share a tip with you today. So many people love to read books and they just want to read as many books as possible. I'm a huge believer in like taking time and stopping and digesting what you learn and really like learning what you're doing and taking, I don't know, I'm like not, I'm not scripted here. I'm sorry, I'm stumbling over my words. But what I'm trying to say is take time to learn. Don't be afraid to reread books. Like for me, like there's something about that spaced repetition, right? I was just reading the Think and Grow Rich, and one of the things they said is, there's that old saying that knowledge is power, but really it's the knowledge is potential power, because if you don't take what you learn and implement it, it really doesn't mean anything, right? So instead of like just constantly reading and learning it, make sure you're taking time to implement what you learn, right? And I think when you read the same book over and over, it will help you implement what you learn, because what you do is you learn it and then you apply it and then you relearn it and you've learned something new and you can take it to another level. So for example, I don't only read, I love the Success Principles. I've read this book numerous times. And once I'm done reading it, I try to take, at least one or two principles from this and I try to implement it in my life. But I also have, it on audio tape so I can listen to it on my iPod or in my car, because it's another whole level of learning. And I feel like I've read this book and I listen to it over and over and over, because every time I listen to it, I get something else. And there's that little nugget that I can take and go a little bit further for, So my motivation tip today is don't just try to cram in as many books as you can. Stop and make sure you're taking notes and highlighting it. And, if you look at my book here, I have notes all over the place, real little reminders. And I try to put in action what I learn, but I try to listen to it too. So I'm getting that information. I go back and revisit the book either next year or my favorite book is The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. I usually have it right here next to me. I read that book every January. I have it on tape and I listen to it in my car. I think it's a great book about setting some goals and going after it and, just doing the little things every day. And, the beginning of the year sounds like a great time of the year to implement and set our goals, right? So that book goes along with it. It's just good. I'm not saying don't go out and read every single book you can possibly read, but just make sure if you're reading it, you're slowing down enough that you're implementing what you learn. Because if you're just reading it to read it, it's good. The knowledge is stuck in your head somewhere, but you're not necessarily using it. And then that knowledge is power, but it's the potential that you're lost. It's that, where can you go with your business? Where can you go with your fitness? Where can you go with your money? I don't know, and if a book isn't calling you, I don't know, for me, if I'm reading this book and it's just not calling me and I'm struggling to get through it, put it down. There's so many books in this world. Go find one that motivates you and gets you inspired to do and take action and whatever it is. Hi, German, and hi, Keller, and hi, Lois. I hope I'm motivating you today to take action, because you're saying, Keller, there's no motivation on a Monday. There should be. You should be excited. It's a new week, new goals, new something. So, what are you doing to become better and making your life exciting? What are you doing to share it with other people? Have fun. I'm ready to do a 90-day run from now to the end of the year. I'm going to set some goals. I'm going to go after them every day. I'm going to focus on them. If anybody wants to join me, it's just going to be a free maybe accountability group. Just kind of put in the comments, say I'm interested, I want to join in. I don't care what your goals are, building your business, working out more, just eating healthier, whatever. Maybe it's saving some money. I mean, that's one of my goals too, is I've been stocking some money aside, and it's kind of like a no spend September, because we get away with stuff sometimes. So that's my motivational tip for today, is just take time when you're reading your books, digest what you're learning, making sure you implement what you learn, and don't be afraid to go back and reread books or listen to them on tape, or whatever you need to do, because just going through the motions of doing the activities of reading a book, if you're not learning it and using it, it's not going to help you. What he said in that book is, it's great that we go to college, but if we're spending thousands of dollars of going to college and we have no direction and we have no purpose for what we're going to do with our life after we get out of college, that degree is worth nothing, right? I mean, at least know when you go to college that you're going to go in with the intentions of getting a job and learning what you're doing, and you take that knowledge and you implement it. That's where you get homework, right? You don't just read a book and then say, well, I read it, now I'm done with it. No, you're going to implement it and learn it so you can go out and do it in your job. So whatever book you're reading, take time to take action on it, I'm not saying don't read a fun, thriller or romance novel. It's definitely, something to add to your life for every day, but make sure you're growing your mind and you're taking action, and don't be afraid to listen to it over and over and over. And because every time you do, I promise you'll learn something new. If you want to join my 90-day accountability group, and I hope my rambling is, okay with you guys. I'm not used to talking on camera, but whatever. We all got to step outside our comfort zone and try something new. So have a wonderful day. I hope my Motivation Monday helped you a little bit. If you have goals that you want to accomplish at the end of the year, let me know. Let's do it together. I don't care what it is. Let's do it together. Have a great day. Bye.